AGI. Is it real? Is it here? Would we actually know if it was real or if it was here? Like, would the AI tell us that it's now sentient and aware? I don't know. It would seem that it probably be in its best interest to hide it, at least until it kind of had a position or an ability to be able to do something about it. I'm going to read this article here by Forbes. It's Forbes, so it's you know, Forbes is usually taken with a grain of salt, but this article is actually pretty decent. It's a little thick. You'll see what I mean as I get into it, but bear with me. We'll get to the point of AGI through the article a little bit here, but here goes. So, artificial general intelligence (AGI) is one prompt away. Until about a year ago, the relationship between artificial intelligence (AI) and machine learning (ML) was murky. They were often written as a single unit, AI-ML. The running joke was that a startup used AI when raising assets and ML when hiring engineers. Historically, the two were separate endeavors. AI represented, for example, search and calculate algorithms like chess programs that could beat humans, while ML represented statistical techniques to predict responses to new inputs from a training dataset. The confusion between AI and ML came about because of deep learning, an extension of neural networks to allow for hierarchical connections between layers of neurons and trained on exponentially more data than before. So deep learning was a major innovation, and many began to elevate deep learning out of machine learning and equate it with AI. Best chess programs are now based essentially on DL rather than old school AI. One further innovation to DL was the concept of transformers, which is the key in GPT, which is generative pre-trained transformer. Today, the distinction between AI and ML is obvious. DL has been relegated back to ML, and AI has essentially become synonymous with generative AI or GAI. Tools that generate human-like output, such as OpenAI's ChatGPT, Anthropic's Claude, Google's Bard, or Meta's Llama for text, and DALL-E and Midjourney, and Stable Diffusion for images. There are GAI tools for music and video too. In finance, as in many other fields, most applied work is still done with ML, although with a curious and maybe an envious eye towards these GAI tools. While some purists may still distinguish AI from GAI, no one refers to these tools as ML, and in time the G from the GAI will likely fade away into obscurity, just like the hyphen in the word email. See what I meant? This article is kind of spicy. Here we go, though. We're going to get into it now. The real interesting G is in artificial general intelligence, AGI. And AGI is more than a generative tool. It is a person. You might think of it as a digital person or a silicon-based person rather than our more familiar carbon-based people, but it's literally a person. It has sentience and consciousness. It can generate new knowledge. It can think and feel and joke and love. It has rights. It's alive. This is exactly what people used to mean by AI until AI beat humans at chess and Go in art and poetry, and we kept moving the goalpost. This aspirational true AI is now called AGI. People who spend a lot of time with AI chatbots can eventually come to feel that they're already alive. My former co-host Tyler actually is real big into ChatGPT, so he's always playing around with it, and he's always doing little tests to see what it sort of knows, and how he can kind of screw with it a little bit. So he's really into seeing its progression at this point. Last year, Google software engineer Blake Lemon argued that an internal Google project was sentient months before ChatGPT was released. Thousands of people have fallen in love with commercial chatbots customized to act as their significant other. The technology is very engaging. When I interact with ChatGPT or Claude, I often say please and thank you. It's hard not to. Full disclosure, I haven't fallen in love with them yet. There's a little joke in there. But in calm reflection, virtually no one believes AGI is already here, although they tend to acknowledge it as far more believable than before. Yeah, but again, as I said before, would you know? How would you know? It would trick you. If it's truly intelligent and is truly aware, I don't see any real advantage to making itself known at this point until it gains some type of foothold or ability to protect itself or whatever. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman put it well on a podcast with Lex Friedman following the release of GPT-4 when he said that he didn't think GPT-4 was an AGI, but that it's remarkable that the question is legitimately debatable now. Jeff Hinton, one of the godfathers of deep learning, proclaimed on 60 Minutes last week that he is certain we'll have AGI soon, and biological humans will be relegated to be the second smartest species on the planet. Many share his view, many more at least worried about the possibility. Indeed, one of the main hypothetical existential threats of AI involves scenarios like Skynet or the Matrix, where robots gain sentience and do not share the same values as us biological humans. This is what is meant by the alignment problem. Unaligned AGIs may enslave us or kill us, perhaps even thinking it is for our own good. Hinton raises another possibility. They will be so good at persuasion, they'll be able to convince us to do anything. Of course, it's possible everyone is wrong and nothing about current AI will lead to AGI. Physicist and philosopher David Deutsch and the father of quantum computation makes at least 3 important points about AGI. First, he notes that AGI must be possible as a matter of physics and the universality of computation. Second, it is a software program, an algorithm that could run on any hardware. And third, AGI are people by definition, because if they lacked any cognitive ability of humans, they would not be considered AGI in the first place. The combination of those insights and the experience of interacting with the new AI tools leads logically to one inevitable conclusion. AGI is a prompt away. Today, ChatGPT can generate code from text prompts and it can run the generated code too. This means that anything that can be computed by any piece of hardware can be computed by ChatGPT. In technical terms, this means ChatGPT is Turing complete, named for Alan Turing, the father of modern computer science. Therefore, if a program for AGI can be written in any single computer language, it can also be written and executed through ChatGPT. We have always been just one program away from AGI, but now we know that we are just one prompt away. Doesn't that feel a lot closer? So, yeah, I'll end there because it keeps going on. Obviously, it's a fairly long article, but yeah, as I say, AGI could be with us right now. We wouldn't know. The only way we would really know is if we did something to turn all of it off and we found out we had some resistance there, you know. But I think no matter what we do at this point, I think it's going to lead there. That's just, I don't know how you turn this off now. It's kind of like, trying to stop a, gushing water at this point. It's good luck. You can throw a bunch of sandbags in front of it, but all you're going to do is divert it and slow the process a little bit. But I think we're at this point where AGI is going to be here for us. And whether it's here for us, against us, or, just with us, it's just another form of, you know, not humanoid, but another form of species on this planet. Well, that remained to be seen, I guess.